What happens when somebody dies or becomes incapacitated and they have nothing? Plans go up in smoke. What we thought was going to be a farm succession plan is a farm ending. Okay? So here's an example, right? We've got a married couple. We've got a will from 1980 that says give everything to our 5 kids in equal shares. That will probably designates guardians because all the kids weren't even adults yet. And now we're 40 years later and those kids are grown. We've got one of them, 2 of them maybe farming next to you. But the will still says just give everything to everyone equally. And you're thinking, well, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe we're not, we don't know if they're committed. Maybe we don't know if we want what we want to leave them. We don't, whatever. I hear it all the time, and it's a big, big mistake because what you're doing is you're waiting for things to be perfect before you put it down. You think that this is something that once it's written in stone, that's the way it's going to be forever. That's not the way it is. It's a revocable trust or a will. Wills can be amended, rewritten. Trusts can be revoked and restated. These are documents that are intended to be flexible so that you can change them and update them over time. But if you sit and wait, we're still stuck with that plan from 40 years ago that says just give everything to our kids in equal shares. Think about it. You probably have seen this in your neighborhood. We've got 3 generations working together. Well, it turns out Grandpa never updated his estate plan. Grandpa dies unexpectedly on the farm. Well, you know what? That's not good. But next thing we know, Dad dies unexpectedly, gets sick, doesn't have a very long illness. So we have this grandson that's basically pinned his life dreams on this. He hasn't built up a career. He doesn't have a resume that he can replace this income or fall back on anything. Do we think that we're going to have Grandpa's kids and all the other kids all just get along to figure it out and say, well, here you go, grandson. We know this is what you wanted. This is what Grandpa wanted. That's dreamland. That's fantasy land. That's not what happens. And so this all could have been resolved by just putting something in place other than just give it to everyone in equal shares. I know that maybe Grandpa wasn't quite sure what his grandson's going to do or what his son, how long they're going to stick around. But these are situations that farm is no longer a family farm. It can't be because we're dividing it among so many people. And we have to have so many people get along to try to keep it a family farm. If your objective is to keep the farm in the family, you've got to have a plan.